Hi everyone, my name is Andrew McKenna and this is my Module 15 for ELA Instructional Concerns case study. So Category 1, the problem identification and analysis. What do I know? I know that Truman is the largest pre-K through 8 school in the district. They are 15% free and reduced, 5% ELL. Their reading scores are lower than their math scores in the standardized state testing. Students are losing ground, that they've been able to look at the scores over the past few years and realize that they are losing ground from grade to grade. The parents are currently very unhappy about it. The principal has been asked to address the concern at the next PTO meeting. The principal has made an assessment themselves and has asked a reading supervisor to conduct an independent assessment. Recent grant is a possibility from the State Department, and parents feel that the school is not teaching reading or any type of phonics and spelling, and there appears to be no differentiation. What do I still need to know? Well, what are the current assessment practices right now at Truman? Do the teachers do any type of collaboration with the data? How are the teachers addressing spelling within the classroom? What is the current schedule set as? Since it's only 60 minutes, they said, for core ELA, why is it set that way? What are the district mandates for the schedule creation? And is there any type of MTSS team? Identifying the problem. Well, the problem is that the scores are lower in reading than math on the standardized state test. ELA time is clearly not long enough for only it to be 60 minutes. And it sounds like it's being broken up on certain grade levels due to special schedules. Teachers are not teaching effective reading and writing strategies. There seems to be no differentiation, and it's mostly whole group and not any small groups. And parents are upset, feeling that there is no reading instruction occurring. The plan of action. First, if it were me, I would review the district mandate on constructing the student's daily schedule and seek information on other local schools' schedules, kind of see how they have it set up, especially those schools that are succeeding in ELA growth. I would create a schedule of observation for my teachers, for me to be more present within the classrooms to kind of see what's going on. Then I would review the current schedule for modification. Clearly there needs to be increased reading time, and possibly is there an additional staffing concerns or additions that I can make. I would create an understandable data document that would include test scores, administration, and reading supervisor observations, so all that information could be tied together. And then I would use that information and present it to the teachers for their review and discussion per grade level. I think small group would be best at first to find out what they think, what they need, and find out what their current assessment practices are in regards to their students. I would also, with the admin and the teachers, create a protocol on assessments and grade level collaboration to better meet the needs of all the students, creating specific assessments and meeting times. Something needs to be more structured and in place. Sounds like the school doesn't have an MTSS team, so I believe that one needs to be created. Next, I would research and seek out effective professional development for my teachers. In effective reading strategies. Clearly, they are either not in the know or they've not been shown how to incorporate these into the curriculum, so that needs to happen. I would also apply for that grant. Can't hurt, because it looks like they could definitely use additional staff training, and maybe there's other resources we could gain from it. I would also address parent concerns and find out what the parents are wanting and include them in a plan of improvement. So success for all students is promoted because I am creating an assessment and collaborative process for the teachers. So that will better meet the students' needs. Additional training for effective reading strategies for the teachers to implement. Creating an MTSS team is a huge huge thing for the students in order for them to be successful, and give some additional information to teachers from other members of the staff. Additional parental and community involvement. Maybe the parents are able to come in and help with small groups. I mean, anything helps. And the school grant could be also a huge additional resource for these students. So what is best for students? Frequent assessments. I mean, it's been proven that the more you assess, it doesn't always have to be formal. Definitely we use a lot of informal, but formal and informal assessments help you get to know what your students get and what they don't get and where the gaps are. Teachers need to be teaching those reading strategies, and there also needs to be more teacher collaboration. All of those things help in student success. I think also having administration visible is a big thing that also helps students be successful. Oops, didn't mean to go there. An MTSS team is huge in helping support students and staff. We know that family and community involvement also helps student growth, and the grant could help financially with additional resources. Resolution to the problem. Teachers are clearly not teaching effective reading strategies. Thus, increased training for the teachers is necessary to incorporate this into their daily lessons. Students need these tools in order to be better with reading and comprehension and everything, and their writing. Students learning effective reading strategies and phonics will increase their test scores. Also, teachers using data and collaborating will help meet all of the students' needs and help with differentiated instruction. Increased ELA time and making some schedule changes to try and eliminate those interruptions, I think will also really help students improve with their reading, and increased family involvement will make a big difference as well. So reflection. I think when I read this, I was puzzled by the small amount of time spent on ELA. I know we're moving to 120 minutes next year for our ELA core, so 60 minutes is a very small amount of time to try and fit a lot in. I was concerned that the curriculum might not be sufficient. Maybe they need to look at something else as a possibility, but definitely they need to increase the rate at what they're teaching as far as the reading strategies. Students need those. Could be kind of afraid that the teachers may take this addressing of instructional concerns as an attack. You never know what their perception might be. So it's definitely going to be one of those sensitive issues where you need to, paint the big picture that we're all here to help make students better. And it's not that the teachers are failing, but we need to do more to get them where they need to be. I was frustrated that only a few teachers are teaching reading strategies. I guess I just don't get how, in this day and age, how that's not happening. And concern for the students, of course, that have already gone through this school so far and not learned these effective strategies. What issues are still unresolved or open to further investigation? If the current curriculum can still be used effectively with the inclusion of reading strategies, that would be something that you would have to just kind of watch and see how the teachers will do with additional training and how they're going to be at incorporating these strategies if they're not used to it. What are effective practices being used at other schools for assessment and differentiation? I think that you might as well use your resources and those around you that are successful, learn from them, beg, borrow, and steal, as I like to say, if it'll help improve. Will the school qualify for the grant? I'm not sure if they will because they don't have a very high number of free and reduced students, so I'm not sure if they will, and if not, what else could we do? So as an administrator, I assess the situation as what I would do. I would also seek out the independent assessment just like she did from the district curriculum supervisor. I would investigate the district mandates on the scheduling to see what I have to work with and how I can improve this current schedule. I'd be more visible. I would Create a readable document that paints the big picture for the teachers in the community to review. Data was used to create a plan for assessment and collaboration. You're going to want to use that data when you're formulating your plans. I would seek out family and community input and involvement. I also would seek out other schools for information on what effective practices they use in their schedules and collaborative methods. I would definitely create an MTSS team, and I would seek out additional finance options for increased student supports and improvement of the reading instruction. Thank you guys for watching.